President Biden, of course, getting ready to maybe start to boost some of the taxes on the rich. Well, wealthy Americans, they've already planned out how to shield their money from the government. Joining us now is our Bloomberg wealth and tax reporter, Ben Steverman. And Ben, we know this, the private placement life insurance, you put your money in, and as long as you don't take it out, your heirs can inherit it, I believe, tax-free. What is changing, though, in terms of the interest around this?
So it's been around for a while, but it's kind of been a clunky strategy, and people would use it for like hedge funds or other investments that really kicked off a lot of income. And it was that kind of income would be paying high taxes on it, like at ordinary income tax rates, which, you know, in New York City and California can be more than 50%. So that was how it was sort of used by people sort of desperate to escape high taxes. But these platforms have become much more easy to use. Insurance law was tweaked at the end of 2020. It was part of a COVID relief bill, but that made them more attractive. And now you have this threat of much higher taxes, especially on capital gains. And, you know, Biden is proposing basically almost doubling the capital gains rate. So that is just sparking a lot of interest in these strategies and a lot of concern among Democrats on Capitol Hill that this is sort of the ultimate loophole. This is just going to blow a hole in their plans to get the really super rich, people with tens of millions of dollars, to pay taxes.
Right, and that's most of our viewers. So explain to them right now how complex, though, some of these instruments are. I mean, this isn't like your sort of old school tax dodge, which was relatively straightforward, A plus B equals X, and, you know, that's how you got away with it. This is a little bit more complex, a little bit more layered, and probably that means it's going to be a little hard to pull off.
Yeah, and there's probably ways that they could tighten the screws and make it even more difficult with regulations, but a lot of it has to do with control. So when you hand your money over to an insurance company, you don't invest that money usually, and you know, you'll get like 6% a year, 7% a year, and maybe if you're lucky, and that's how it usually works. But with these private placement life insurance policies, you're not supposed to have control over this money at all. Now, the innovation now is that you can get your financial advisor to manage the money, and you can have them put it in some really aggressive stuff,
right,
and make a lot of money off of it. But you're not supposed to have control over it. You're not supposed to have any input on how that stuff is invested, and that's a deal breaker for a lot of people, especially the billionaires and 100 millionaires who are the prime candidates for this.